ونكرة. It's the first type of اسم. نعم. So quickly I can ask you, أختي فرزانة, can you give me the example? What is معرفة in Arabic and what is nakira?
Marifa is the proper noun and ism nakira is the common noun.
Mashallah, أحسنتي. Now can you tell us how to know proper noun and common noun in Arabic?
Proper noun Marifa will always have al, the letters alif wal lam, al. This is Marifa, and ism nakira will have tanween, double vowel at the end of the letter.
مزبوط, أحسنتي. In English you say a and da. You say the apple or an apple. This is معرفة النكرة. طيب التفاح أو تفاح. Good job. That's it. This is all in معرفة ونكرة. طيب second type of اسم was مذكر ومؤنث, يعني gender. Gender is also, see, when you are talking about any noun, you can think about it بحيث ثلاثة أشياء. You can think about it from three sides. First is either it's proper or improper. Second thing, the gender. What is the gender of this noun? Third thing, the quantity. نعم, that is مفرد والمثنى والجمع. مفرد مثنى والجمع. This is what we are going to take it today. طيب, in Arabic language, either it's name of anything, living thing or non-living thing, any name you are talking about, you need to check three things. Either it's معرفة أو نكرة, it's مذكر أو مؤنث, أو مفرد مثنى والجمع. So we are not taking these things today. Is all our lesson is gonna about مفرد مثنى والجمع. That is the type of اسم. تمام, اسم مفرد مثنى والجمع. So that was just the definition of our today's class. Now, my dear students, in English, you have singular and plural. طيب, for example, you're gonna say book and books. تمام. You say house and you say houses. You say wife and wives. You say pen and pens, knife and knives, etc. These are your singular plural. طيب, if I want to say two houses, I say two houses. I use the number. I want to say two books. I use the number. طيب, in Arabic language, you have مفرد, مثنى, جمع. تمام. مفرد is singular, مثنى is dual, and جمع is plural. مثنى, واحد اثنان. From اثنان comes مثنى. طيب. So what does it mean? How in Arabic we have dual? It means that you have a certain letter to use to show the dual. If something you are talking about two, rather than saying the number, the two oranges, two books, you can use some certain letter. For example, I'm going to give you most common example. I say Muslim. Muslim is a Muslim man. Two Muslims. نعم صليحة. How I'm going to say two Muslims?
Muslim.
نعم. أحسنتي. مسلمان. مسلمان. تمام. We add ألف والنون. Let me show you here. You add ألف والنون to make something dual. طيب. And sometimes you add يا والنون, and noon must have كسرة. مسلماني or مسلمين. Two Muslims. واحد اثنان. Sometimes you say اثنان and sometimes you say اثنين. اثنين. تمام. مسلمان. To make something dual. كتابان. بيتان. بلدان. طيب. أميران. Two أميرز. طيب. You say شارعان. Two streets. طيب. مدرستان. And you say مثلا ولدان. معلمتان. طالبتان أو طالبان. Two students. سريران. ألف والنون. طيب. And to make it plural, you add واو نون. So it will be نعم. نعم صليحة.
مسلمون.
أحسنتي. مسلمون. مؤمنون صائمون قانتون ساجدون سائقون طباخون حارسون عاملون any plural طيب. And sometimes you add يا نون and نون must have فتحة. مسلمين just like Saliha said مسلمين أو مسلمين مؤمنين صالحين قانتين. طيب that's the rule. طيب I have given you an example with مذكر. Now let me give you an example with مؤنث. مسلمة. تمام. The same rule. I'm gonna add ألف والنون to make it dual. مسلمتان. مسلمتان. Two Muslim ladies. مسلمتان. And so many you are gonna say Muslim mat. Muslimat. Now I'm not gonna say Muslimatun. Muslimatun, mu'minatun. La. So what we understood, my dear students, I will try to make things easy for you so you get it naturally without struggling a lot. Waw noon is for muzakkar, male. Alif ta is for muannath. طيب. To make the plural of female, you add alif wa ta. Bintun, banat, girls. معلمات, طالبات, مؤمنات, صائمات. طيب. سائقات, طباخات, أمهات. طيب. You add alif wa ta for female. And if it's a male, you add واو والنون. واو والنون. مسلمون, صائمون, عاملون, مهندسون. طيب. And you say معلمون and so on. Let me repeat the rule quickly. To make something dual, you add either alif noon or ya noon with kasra. For to make something jama', you add vaw noon if it's muzakkar and you add alif ta if it is muannath. That's it. طيب, if there is any question till now, please do ask me. طيب. طيب, alhamdulillah, I hope so. It's now, inshallah, we are going to do the practice. Now, my dear students, muthanna is clear. What is muthanna? Any kind of muthanna in general, all the time, all the time. To make something muthanna is easy. You just need to add alif noon. It's muzakkar or muannath. It's living thing or non-living thing. Any kind you are talking about two, just add alif noon or ya noon. That's it. طيب, and noon must have kasra. مسلمين, معلمين, or معلمان. طيب. Now, some of you may think why there is a difference. Sometimes alif noon and other times ya noon. What is the reason behind it? So yeah, anyone can answer why sometimes it's alif noon and sometimes ya noon. نعم أختي فرزانة. Can you say the reason يعني what is the difference between مسلمان and مسلمين? Or even Saliha can say or Sidra can say.
I don't know.
طيب. No problem. طيب. طيب. I'm gonna say you. مثنى is for two person. To make it, you are adding alif noon and sometimes ya noon. My dear students, something is called i'rab. You know i'rab, fatha, kasra, dhamma. I told you in Arabic language, the harakat of the letters starting, beginning, middle has no reason. It's non-ruled. But the haraka of the last letter is ruled. It has a reason. For example, I say al-usfur ala shajarati. أو أقول مثلا الأشجار الباسقات في الحديقة جميلة. طيب. So الأشجار باسقات جميلة جميلة في الحديقة. This two and T in the end, it has a reason. طيب. I'm not going to discuss the reasons now. I'm just telling you that it can be changed. طيب. I'rab can be changed due to many reasons. Inshallah, you are going to take the reasons on its time. You have taken one reason for kasra. If it comes, a word comes after preposition, the word must contain kasra. For example, I want to say the bird is on the tree. العصفور على الشجرة. The book is in the bag. الكتاب في الحقيبة. The pen is on the table. القلم على المكتب. The apple is in the basket. التفاح في السلة. طيب. So if it's coming after preposition, the word contain kasra. This is one of the reasons. There are many other reasons. You have taken in previous lessons one reason for dhamma. Dhamma, when your sentence is starting with nominal noun, it contains dhamma. Al-kitabu fil haqibati. Al-kitabu. I didn't say al-kitaba, etc. So, my dear students, when you are writing singular word, Muslim, kitab, قلم, شارع, بلد, مثلا أقول حقيبة, لعبة, طيب, وسادة, سرير, any word, if you are writing singular, you can easily put فتحة, كسرة, ضمة, no problem. But in مثنى, you cannot do like that. How I can say مسلمان, مسلمان, مسلمانا? No, I never put tanween on it. Because noon itself is a tanween. طيب, many times it is skipped. Inshallah, you will study it. My two hands, يد ويد, يدان. My hands, يدي. طيب. For example, طيب, for parents, my two parents, you say والدي, والدين, والدي. تمام? So noon is kept because it's in the place of tanween. So when I cannot put tanween, how can I do i'rab? طيب. So the answer is, let me show you somewhere here. Now, the answer is that in your مثنى, alif is in the place of dhamma and ya is in the place of fatha and kasra. When you want to put fatha, kasra, whatever the reason is, inshallah, you will take the reason. You will put ya noon. And when you want to put dhamma, you put alif noon. For example, I want to say apples are in two baskets. Apples, التفاح, in في لحظة, two baskets. السلتان, so I'm going to say السلتين. Why? Because it's coming after preposition. And you know, after preposition, it must contain kasra. I can't say في السلتان. سلتان, alif is in the place of dhamma. I must say في السلتين. طيب. All right, I want to say the books are with two boys. الكتاب مع الولدين, not ولدان. But what if I want to say two boys are intelligent? الولدان مجتهدان. I can use alif noon because it's a nominal sentence and it contains dhamma. طيب. So my dear students, I just tried to explain you why there is a difference between alif noon and ya noon. That's it. Even if you can't get it now, it's totally no problem. It's so detailed thing. Alif noon and ya noon, inshallah, you will take it in its time later. Now you can just get it that both are musanna. Both are dual, two different cases. طيب. Alif noon is in the place of dhamma, ya noon is in place of fatha, kasra. طيب. Now, مفرد مثنى, let's talk about جمع. نعم, يا أختي فرزانة, can you tell me how many types of جمع are there in Arabic? الجمع. نعم.
جمع كسرة جمع تكسير.
أحسنتي, one is جمع تكسير, good job. طيب, see my dear students, the names are not important. Yeah. نعم. But you know, yeah, why I'm telling you its name in Arabic, because if you remember the name, you will remember the rule. You remember the reason. Now, so there are two types. One is jam'u salim, another is jam'u mukassar. Or as Farzana said, jam'u taksir. Both are correct. طيب. What is the meaning of salim? Salim means healthy, safe. صحيح سالم. نعم. And mukassar means broken, broken. طيب. So when I'm saying my جمع سالم, it means my singular is saved. I didn't do anything to my singular. I just added some letters in the end of singular to make it plural. For example, let me show you an example. It's quite easy, huh? You will get it inshallah. See, Muslim, Muslim man, Muslim. What is the plural? Muslimun. I didn't change anything in singular. I just added certain letters in the end to make it plural. This is Jam'u Salim. On the other hand, I have Jam'u Mukassar. Mukassar means broken. I need to break my singular to make it plural. For example, my singular is kitab, a book. Now, see how I'm going to make plural. I remove this alif and I change the harakat. كتب. طيب. Another example, مدرسة. The plural is madaris. I added alif after dal and I removed that from the end. Madaris. These are the broken plurals, or you can say jama'u taksir, or you can also say non-ruled plural. It has no rule. You need to learn them by heart. You will get the list. Try to learn daily some plurals by using, for example, شارع, شوارع, أسد, أسود, بيت, بيوت, كتاب, كتب, مكتب, مكاتب, قلم, أقلام. طيب. سرير, أسرة, سلة, سلال, سوق, أسواق. تمام. بلد, بلاد, وهكذا. There are so many plurals. طيب. Now, I hope so you got it. Salim Mukassar. Now, my dear students, Salim is divided again into two. Mudhakkar Salim and Muannath Salim. I already explained it sometime before. Mudhakkar Salim, when you add waw and noon. Muslimun, mu'minun, and Muannath Salim, when you add alif wa ta. Muslimat, مؤمنات, كاتبات, سائقات, بنات, معلمات. طيب. To make مؤنث you add ألف والتاء. That's it. We have done it from today grammar lesson in just 23 minutes. So mashallah, it's good. You have taken a whole lesson of مفرد مثنى والجمع. Before we do exercises, I want Saliha to explain to us whatever you understand today, Saliha.
Um,
Now.
in today's lesson, we have learned that in Arabic grammar, first there is a harf, and with harf we make a kalima, and the kalima is of three types, which can be a noun, and which can be an ism, a harf, or a fail. The ism is divided into ism has three properties. It can be ism nakra, ism marfa. It is singular or plural, and it has male or female gender. In the previous lesson, we covered marfa and nakra. Like marfa has al, and it should end with a dhamma, while the nakra ends with a tanween. Today we have covered the mufrad, musnia, and jama. Like in English, we have only singular and plural, but in Arabic, we have three things, like a singular. Then there is something that is used to describe two things, and then where there is something that describes something that is more than two or multiple things. In a mufrad, like Muslim, or when it goes to masna, then we add a an or a ye noon with at a kasra. For double, we add either alif noon an slash ye noon ending at a kasra. For example, Musliman, Kitaban, Amiran, Sharan, Mudrassitan, Walidan, Taliban. For more than two, we use either waw noon or ye zabar noon. Ye noon with noon ending with a zabar or a fatah. This is for the males. For females, we use alif te at, like Muslimun and for females it is muslimat.
نعم.
Like Taliban. No, sorry, it's Talibat is for females, and for males it's like
أحسنتي.
Talib.
نعم, no problem. This I didn't explain you yet. No, mashallah, you said perfect. Saliha, you want to say something else?
No, that's almost it. And then you go on to describe how we get to know that whether we should add an un or a ye noon. This will be decided on whether the preposition, whether the ism, marfa or nakra, that is, we are going to be used as a plural or a singular, is coming after a preposition, or there are other rules that decides that whether it ends with a fatha or a kasra or a dhamma. If it ends with a dhamma, then we will add alif noon an, and if it ends with a fatha or a kasra, then we will add ye noon, like al kalam fil
mashallah.
hakibati. So as it is hakiba is coming after fi, which is a preposition, so we are ending it with a te ye. So
mashallah. أحسنتي.
if we want to make hakiba plural, so we'll add hakiba 10 here.
أحسنتي, mashallah, too. Mashallah. Barakallahu fiki. أحسنتي. So one very important thing that I forgot to tell you now, when Saliha said, I remember, my dear students, it is about Jama. The question is very important, when to use Jama'u Salim and when to use Jama'u Mukassar. I told you there are two types of Jama, broken and the fixed one. But the question is when to use them. Now, Farzana, do you know the answer? Jama'u Salim is for what? And Jama'u Mukassar when it comes. Naam. Even if Sidra like to participate, Sidra can. Yeah.
Jama
Naam,
Salim
Farzana.
is for human. Jama Salim is for human, and for non-living things, we use Jama Mukassar.
MashaAllah, ahsanti. Jama'u Salim is for the person. Remember, it's only
Living.
used for the person. For for human, for person. ahsanti. See, Muslimun, Mu'minun, Sa'iqun. طيب, mostly. But mukassar is for everyone. You can use jama'u mukassar for everyone. Either it's the human or non-human, it's the living being or non-living being, you can use it. طيب? So for example, talib, jama' is tullab. It is jama'u mukassar. I can't say talibun. طيب, tullab. طيب. Similarly, all your non-living things, for them it's jama'u mukassar. كتاب, كتب, باب, أبواب, جدار, جدران, قلم, أقلام, ولد. طيب, ولد is a living being and the plural is أولاد. We don't say ولدون. طيب. Similarly, you have أب, your father, أب. The plural is آباء. You don't say أبون, آباء. تمام? You say جد, grandfather. The plural is أجداد. So these things, slowly you learn it. By your mingling with the people, you listen to them. Oh, he said this thing. You learn it. Then later you think this is Jama'u Salim or Jama'u Mukassar. طيب? So my advice is for you to learn daily 5 Jama'u Mukassar. If you don't find Jama'u Mukassar, then think. If it's a human, go for Jama'u Salim. Add Waw Noon. طيب? مثلا, let me give you one example. Scientist is alim. Scientist, alim. So for that, you can use both salim and mukassar. I can say alimun or ulama. تمام? Both can be used. طيب? لكن other مثلا شيخ, مشايخ. طيب? Scholars. طيب? أقول مثلا نعم مدرس, مدرسون, معلمون. It's جمع سالم. طيب? إمام, أئمة. تمام؟ شيوخ, مشايخ, وهكذا. طيب, so we have covered all the rules. Now it's time for the practice. Let me take you to your exercises and do some practice from there. Yeah. Okay.
Imam
So,
is
mashallah,
needed.
you have learned a lot. Yes. Now,
Imam,
Nam, yeah, Farzana, you want to say?
Yes, I
إمام
wanted to know
أئمة
Imam. Imam is
أئمة
the leader. Aimma is plural. Aimma.
نعم نعم إمام is the singular and أئمة is the plural أئمة نعم
Aimma. Okay.
تمام نعم. So in your lesson the exercise is very easy but you have taken in detail. طيب نعم أختي فرزانة please start it. مفرد وجمع مذكر. نعم the first one.
Just one moment. مدرس مفرد and جمع is مدرسون.
أحسنتي. طيب نعم the
جزار
next one يا أختي
جزار
فرزانة.
جزار جزارون.
تمام أحسنتي. نعم the next one.
حمال حمالون.
تمام حمالون أحسنتي. the porter and the porters. نعم one more.
مضيف مضيفون.
ما شاء الله مضيف مضيفون أحسنتي. مضيفون you can see them it's they are the host. نعم تمام. نعم يا أختي ما اسمك يا صليحة؟
طيار طيارون.
طيارون أحسنتي. طيب these are the pilots طيارون. طيب so that's it they have given you. طيب now I will share with you some my own exercises. It was in your textbook. Inshallah you will get the notes of this lesson so you can do some practice at your home time also. And let me share with you some to do now. Now, by taking this lesson, you have done with the types of ismun. طيب, and you already taken harf. The only thing will be left is فعل إن شاء الله. نعم. جملة عربية. طيب. إشارة. طيب.
What do we call a guest, ma'am, in Arabic? Mudif is the host.
نعم.
What is a guest?
ضيف.
The guest is ضيف.
ضيف.
أحسن. ضيف. نعم. ضيف. ضيف is the guest. نعم. I'm trying to open it. طيب, no problem. Yeah, we can do the practice on جمع وتكسير. طيب. It's very important. Actually, my dear students, I'm showing you a list of some words that are جمع وتكسير. طيب. These are common words. These are some common words you heard them daily. نعم. So one column صليحة can go, another inshallah فرزانة can go. نعم. طيب. نعم يا أختي صليحة. المفرد
كتاب.
والجمع.
كتاب كتب books فصل فصولون class classes تلميذ
أحسنتي. فصل فصول. نعم.
تلميذ.
You know صليحة, yeah, there is another meaning of فصل.
great.
نعم. فصل is the classroom. Yeah, فصل also means season. Your season.
Season.
فصل الشتاء. نعم. فصل الصيف. Now we are entering in فصل الشتاء. طيب. فصل also means season. نعم.
تلميذ تلاميذ students مطعم restaurants.
أحسنتي.
lessons.
نعم. صليحة, your voice is dropped. Maybe we cannot hear you good. مطعم. مطاعم. نعم.
this
restaurant and
مطعم. درس دروس.
Yeah, my dear students, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Now, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
طيب. تمام. I lost the connection unfortunately. نعم أختي صليحة. آسفة. Please continue.
जी.
نعم. مطعم.
درسون دروسون lesson lessons.
مطاعم.
مطاعم
تمام.
restaurant. نافذة نوافذ.
صح.
windows. ورقة أوراق.
نعم.
pages.
أحسنتي. تمام. نعم يا أختي فرزانة the second column.
Yes, ma'am. قلم, أقلام, pen or pencil, and pens or pencils. مدرسة, school, مدارس,
صحيح.
school. مدرسة,
نعم.
school, مدارس, schools. أستاذ, teacher,
نعم.
أساتذة, teachers. أستاذ, أساتذة.
صحيح.
غرفة, room
نعم.
or house. غرف, houses or rooms.
نعم.
Can you hear me,
صحيح.
ma'am? Okay. مكتب.
نعم. yes مسعود.
Okay.
نعم.
مكتب, office. مكاتب, offices.
نعم.
وقت, time. أوقات, times. كرسي,
تمام.
chair. كراسي, chairs.
chairs. أحسنتي ما شاء الله. تمام. طيب. So now let me ask you, my dear students, as I told you, جمع وتكسير has no rule, but it has a lyrics. I hope you understood the meaning of lyrics. Now, what is the meaning of lyrics? يعني the voice is similar. It can help you. طيب, it can help you in making it. So it's not actually opening fast. I think it, but yeah, no problem. We can do some exercise. Let me share with you. Yeah, Bismillah, it's here. طيب, so if you just made it one, you will be able to make more on the same pattern, on the same lyrics. طيب, for example, you said مكتب, مكاتب, and similarly the other words on the same pattern of مكتب, you can make it. مثلا مكتب, مسجد, مساجد, مكاتب. طيب, وهكذا. So let me share with you. Yeah, I'm bringing it. Bismillah.
كلب,
طيب,
كلاب.
so actually it's, yeah, I found it. كلب is كلاب. أحسنتي. نعم. dog and dogs, yeah. كلب وكلاب. طيب, so I found مفرد والمعرفة. طيب, الجمع. طيب, we can do this one. This is not the one I liked to do now, but no problem. It is also the practice. Inshallah, I'm sending you a lot of practice, and we will meet tomorrow as well. I hope so. The time will be loyal with us.
Inshallah.
Now, so yeah, here you are. The question is, جر الكلمة, bring the word من المخزن. هذا, yeah, this is مخزن. مخزن is your store. Bring the word from the store وضعها في مكانها الصحيح, and put it in its right place بالجدول in the chart. For example, صديق. Yeah, what do you think? What is مثنى? نعم, come on.
صديقان.
أحسنتي. صديقان, two friends. And will you, and the plural?
أصدقاء. أصدقاء.
أصدقاء. ما شاء الله. صديق, صديقان, أصدقاء. So what we came to know, جمع is جمع مكسر. It has a broken plural. تمام, ما شاء الله. صديق means friend. Now, the next word for